Okay, everybody, that's 2 minutes here. So let's go ahead and take a look. So let me put on track changes. Unprecedented technological advancements in the past couple of decades have contributed to an increased awareness for education among the people. In my opinion, this opening sentence is perfect. Nothing wrong at all. In fact, I think it's brilliant. In fact, I think it is brilliant. Now, I see some of you guys saying he should say people rather than the people, but both of these are accepted. The people, people, they're both okay. It's not that big of a deal. So to me, if you're wondering what I consider a good opening, I consider this a good opening. And let me kind of show you why. In terms of grammar, there's no mistakes whatsoever. The grammar is perfect. And notice how he's using something called the present perfect verb tense. And notice he's using this because of the past couple of decades. To me, I like this a lot. Not only that, he's using relatively advanced vocabulary correctly. He's not misusing it and either like that. And he's not overreaching. He's not putting words that are kind of out of scope or just a little bit kind of too showy. So to me, I love this sentence, and whoever wrote this, I think you did a great job. Next sentence. The prompt claims that competition for high grades has severely damaged the quality of learning at all levels of education. Again, I also consider this perfect. I think this is great. I mostly agree with that assertion. I would probably change this to that just to make the previously reference clearer. This makes the previously reference clearer. And of course, we have to check our own grammar, right? We don't want to make grammar mistakes ourselves. So this makes the previous reference clearer in my mind for the following two reasons. Granted that there are certainly few exceptions. So this right here is probably the main problem of the paragraph. So I recommend saying comma, changing this to but, saying I do concede that there are certainly, and then finally, this is going to seem like a minor change, but it's actually not a minor change. You have to put the article here, a few exceptions. The reason why is because if you put few exceptions, if you say few exceptions, this looks like you're basically saying zero. Basically saying zero, zero exceptions. But remember, because this is a concession, this author, of course, believes there are exceptions to this rule. So, in terms of grammar, I would give this a 2 out of 3. But the only reason is because of this right here, this kind of awkward usage of granted. But I think this person is a very high level writer. In terms of logic, I would give this a 3 out of 3. Like I said, nearly perfect. And then finally, on the actual GRE score, I think this is on track for a minimum of a 5.0 and then possibly a 6. Remember, when the graders give a score, they can only give whole numbers. They can only give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So just by looking at the introduction, this is definitely starting out like a 5, maybe even a 6, although this kind of awkward usage really might bring it down just a little bit. Okay, any questions about that? Anybody? Whoever wrote this, you did a good job, so you should feel pretty good about it. All right, if there's no questions, we'll go ahead and move on to the other one here. Okay, here's the other one, everybody.